location. Straight to the head, you love. Feelings that mix up. Like a Maserati. Like a Maserati. Hey. Oh, man. Hey.
And we were not going to let that happen.
Is our coach unavailable at the moment?
Let's dance. Back it up, no hands. Shawty wanna slide at the crib. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. VVS diamonds for your ass. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. There's something about the way you move your head. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. Shawty wanna slide at the crib.
This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
And looking ahead at their upcoming schedule, they'll face a number of teams that should make the postseason. If that doesn't motivate them, I don't know what will.
And the Barons start out with the ball. Now the starting group for the visitors. John Collins out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Kenrich Williams. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's King in at the 2. Jack's up at 3. Kept alive. Ayton sinks that one from the post.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Back to Wright. Hayward against Kuzma. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's King. Offline with a 3. Beal against Hayward to the paint. And the dunk by Gafford.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide open man.
Here's King. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Barons. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
DC family, a big round of applause.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. And it's Kispert in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Here's Lowry. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Lowry's got his first points of the game. White against Beal. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. From 15 feet away. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
And here's Lowry from the arc. That shot off the mark. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Barons. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Looking at the Barons, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout-out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
Jack, what was your takeaway on Washington?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and the opponent is taking advantage.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Wright. And Baltimore looking at who they've got. We've got John Collins. He's out there with Gordon Hayward. Kenrich Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's King in at the 2. The 3 is up. Wright with the board. Pass to Kuzma. From downtown. He can't hit that time. So the Barons will take it the other way. Here's King. Shoots over Beal. King gets the bucket. He's got 5.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Now here's Gafford. That one no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's King. Hits a three-pointer. And so it's Baltimore up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Avdia and Kuzma, they make up the forwards. Kendrick Nunn out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Gafford in at the center position. That's the group for Washington right now. Ayton against Nunn. Down low. And the dunk by Gafford.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Wizards making a change here. Morris has checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's King. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Monte Morris. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's hard to say whether they have enough time for a quick shot and a foul.
For your Wizards, UNC. One more time, your Wizards, UNC.
Got a hand on it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell over Avdia. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from Tate.
Jayshawn Tate.
19 seconds left in the game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Here's King. Off the mark there with a 3. So It's Baltimore picking up the win.
That's the end
They
of
have
the
to feel
game.
good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll do it, folks. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, we gotta go because the bus is pulling out in 30 minutes. She's playing tennis, disturbing the tenants. 15 love, fit like glove. Description is like 15 doves in a jacuzzi, catching the Holy Ghost, making one. Agree? Enough about me. How's about you? How's the little kid? She was about 2 the last time we spoke. I had. Cause I start the second album off on another note now. That note threw some off. But see, I balled out, and for I fall out, I slow my lack down to a nice speed. The brain was that fried egg I might need. New direction was apparent. I was a child looking at the floor staring. Changing my style was like relief for the primitive beast. Yes, I was on the rise. East was the street to make bread. Never primary concern. Just to hop on these beats and wait my turn. I'd meet Muslims, rosters, and.
It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Still out of the lineup is Miles Bridges. They want him healthy.
Kevin, he went down a few weeks back, and the good news is they're expecting him back shortly.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. John Collins is out there with Hayward. Then there's Ayton. Then it's King, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Here's King. The Barons keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And using that 7'5 wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Giddey, and it's King with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. The offensive rebound, and that one's good, Ayton.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. That one misses. Now here's King from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his side.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Barons ahead. They lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Let's get up and get loud for your Thunder.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here is Hayward, setting the floor for the Barons. Derek White is out there with King. Then it's Collins. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. Here's Joe. Sweet little floater. Joe's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Oklahoma City.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time. And Baltimore going the other way now. King with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. King's shot is off.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Here's Powell. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Barons lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, Ernie, you got to love the way they're getting stops. I mean, the defense works only if all 5 guys are playing and attached to a string. One guy moves the other half. Elite, physical, tough, engaged level.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, their paint presence was non-existent. They haven't put any pressure on the defense in terms of attacking the cup. It's simple. If you want to be successful in this league, you can't be a one-dimensional jump shooting team.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, your contest.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Barons. They lead by 1. We've got Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Dort passes to Holmgren. Here's Williams. That shot, no good. And Baltimore going the other way now. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Hayward's got the lead up to 7 now for Baltimore.
Really one of the reasons why Hayward's been a max player. He can stretch the floor because he knocks down threes.
Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Then for Baltimore, Kevon Looney is checked in for John Collins. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Gordon Hayward. From deep, Williams. Baltimore with the rebound. 23 seconds left in the third. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Giddey. On the wing, Williams. Tate covering. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
King outside. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Baltimore, they've got Lowry. John Collins is out there with Hayward. Then there's Derek White. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's good.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 10. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And some changes here for the Barons. Dwight Powell's checked in for 8. Kelly Olynyk comes in for John Collins. And it's Luke Kennard in for Gordon Hayward. So it's the Thunder now. It's a 10-point game. And here is Powell from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Joe.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
From deep. Oklahoma City gets it back. The three. Hits it from three-point range.
Isaiah Joe.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kennard with the ball. Off target from outside. There's the triple. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Baltimore with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, our reporter, I'm Brian Anderson.
They are firing on all cylinders right now. The guys seem to be playing for one another. As long as they maintain the selfless attitude, their success should continue.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Kenrich Williams. Gordon Hayward is out there with John Collins. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's King in at the 2.
Wasting no time off the catch. The confidence Davis has is what makes him so dangerous.
King gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Russell. Left side Davis. From down in the low post, it goes.
Inside Anthony Davis is such a hard worker. He won't let anything hold him back from his shot.
Here's King. Sinks the tray. He's got 6.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here is James. Outside Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Russell. They get it back. Here's Davis. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Barons. We're up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And Baltimore, looking at who they've got. They've got John Collins. He's out there with Gordon Hayward. Derek White out there with Dwight Powell. And it's King in at the 2-guard spot. Outside Walker. Pass to Schroeder. The 3-ball. Looney grabs a miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And Tate gets it to go.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Tate. And here's Lowry from the arc. The rebound by Bamba.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, you take it.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Beyond the arc. That one is off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Barons leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, how'd you see it?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience. They're different.
And that's a wrap.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's King. We've got Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt out there with LeBron James. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reeves in a shooting guard. So that's who Darvin Ham starts the second half with.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Back to Russell. Outside Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Collins with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
2 points. That one goes. Give him 8 points now.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
The awareness of LeBron knows where everyone is on the floor at all times.
Here's King. There's the triple. He buries it from 3.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Davis down low. And so it's Baltimore closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And Baltimore, looking at who they've got, John Collins out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Gordon Hayward. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's King in at the 2. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
Timeout. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Anthony Davis. Walker comes in for Reeves. And it's Schroeder in for Russell. Beasley outside. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. The kick out to Walker. Takes a 3. That shot is off. Here are the Barons with the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Just a dominant force for them on the offensive end tonight. I mean, stepping up big when his team needed, being able to gather a big share of their points. It's safe to say this game would have been a rough one for them without him in the mix.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. So it's Baltimore picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith.
Legend. Oh my God, look at all these blessings. You wanna be a legend? Sit back and listen. You need to study all the greats. Every position. Already said it once, and I'm gonna say it again. I pay more money in taxes than you make all year with your friends. The way I sleep, I eat, I drink, I'm a legend. The way I score, the way I think, I'm a legend. They love the way I ball, I'm aggressive. I'm loving the applause, lucky 7. Legend, legend, legend. Every time you see me looking at a legend, legend. Legend. Oh my God, look at all these blessings. Legend. 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 Every time you see me looking at it.
Whose man is that?
Right here.
Switch.
Get the perimeter.
No.
I got the clock. Hey, come around. Come around. That man. Shot. Pick. Yo, check G. Hey, get it. Screen. Step out of that. Get him.
Down screen.
Hey, yo, right here. Shot. Yo, watch Come on, man. Don't forget the clock. Lowry.
Walked in. 80,000 on my wrist. Yeah, sipping. Don't sip. No way. Walked in this
chains on. Walked in this put on my chains on. Yeah, she finna do what I say so. Okay, she finna do what I say so. Walk, 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 you walk, walk, you walk, walk. Walked in this put on.
All right, here we are together in the rec, and I'm going to put my rec sweats on just so I can see a little crystal clear and get this W.
LD looking spiffy right now.
Watch me work. You wear slip-ons?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we call those the jailhouse works right there.
All right, let's go.
You should be off, so.
Good start, good start.
Do you need it?
Oh, ratchet. Let's go. Big
Oh, yeah.
buckets. Baby Shaq. Let's go.
Good take, good take. That's off.
Wow.
What?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When your whole team is shooting in the low 30s, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. Jamal Murray out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the inside, King. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup.
Yeah, when Hayward has the ball, he watches all the angles. That's how he finds wide open guys to feed.
Outside Murray. Porter against Hayward. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Hayward. 1 second left. It's not going to go for him. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Here we go. Please give it up for Baltimore Barons.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
John Collins out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's White in a 2-guard.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
And for Denver, we've got Jackson, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Thomas Bryant, and it's Murray in at the 2. Tate's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Up top, Jackson. He's guarded by Lowry. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Jackson loves getting into the lane and trying to draw guys in and take a few bumps.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Lowry, the pass to Collins. Up and over Gordon. Collins, no good.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, what was your impression?
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight. And the way this one's going, they're going to need the energy down the stretch. It's a tight ball game, and their fans know how to give them a lift when they need it.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
At this point, you feel like they have to attack inside, make the offense more dynamic. Looks like they're not even trying to make things happen in the paint. If you ask me, they're leaving food on the table.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. They've got DeAndre Ayton. John Collins out there with Gordon Hayward. Then it's Kenrich Williams, and it's King in at the two-guard position.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
And for Denver, Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Bruce Brown is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
Now here's Jokic. Fires the 3. Porter's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gordon Hayward is out there with John Collins. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's King in at the shooting guard. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Here's Ayton. And there it is for him. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Murray passes to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Jokic has got his first basket.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Barons. They lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. They're the 2 and the 3. Jeff Green out there with Zeke Naji. And it's Brown in at the point. Here's Caldwell Pope.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
First team foul. Shooting for Denver, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Here's King. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the 3 off target. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shoots from 14. It's all!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They trail by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's really had a tremendous night from the field. Shooting at a clip over 50%. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of efficiency that makes a coach rest well at night.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Baltimore. John Collins comes in for Looney. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, guys. Mike Malone was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them victory was within their grasp, saying, quote, "You've got all the tools you need to win. Now it's about closing." Guys, we'll see if they're up for the task.
And Allie, thank you for that. Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Now a timeout called by Baltimore. They're down by 1. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's always interesting to see what player coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Now, this team feels comfortable with Murray at the line, especially when the game is up for grabs.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Now a timeout called by Baltimore. They're trailing by 3. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. So a close game sees Denver taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.
But it's me. Pray that one day I can make a payment. I've been down for a minute, now I'm getting up. It ain't how the city, the young and be stuck. Speak on my name, but they won't say too much. I see him in club and they still show me love. Don't with a fake, but they can't get enough. She won't even fuss. Give me 2 minutes and I'll run them up. I ain't looking to shot it up. See that you nasty, see that you can be, see that you cannot see to get it past me. Wonder if you ever gonna let the past be. If this ain't what you wanna, leave it gladly. If I've been looking at you wrong, my badgy. Last time you told me now I really got you laughing, pick you up. Doing 150 in traffic, call me a savage. Now that living life.
Shocked.
Oh, nice. Good take.
I'm trying to find the right passage, but got the message. Told me go and get the package. I'm like Dennis the Menace, Serena with tennis. We don't get no second chances. 2166 up in it, free my brother took it. If you ain't know better than all this, I need a tell her go grab me. Now she claiming that she love it, yeah. Get the roses by the dozen, yeah. Maybe take you out in public, mess around until the.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup, and today's game is the Kings coming to town for this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at the Barons, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
I think for the Barons, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Now Sacramento starting 5. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And so here's Sacramento. Following the three-pointer by Baltimore. Herter, no good. Hayward on the wing. Over in the corner, Williams. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The wide open look here for Fox. Gets an open look and hits.
They need offense from Fox at the point guard. His jump shot is an important weapon for them.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that are just a gift. We can just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Barons lead by 6. The second quarter.
Here we go. Please give it up for your Baltimore Barons.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
King is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Derek White. And it's Tate in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, the backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Andre Drummond is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Barnes in at the 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's King. Rebound by the Kings.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
The shot will not fall. And here's Herter. Gets it off.
At the buzzer!
That is how you finish it.
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And so it's Baltimore holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Looking at the Barons. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now see.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got John Collins. Williams is out there with King. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Fox passes to Murray. There's Sabonis. And slammed up by Sabonis.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Here's King. No good from outside. The Kings trail by 9. Now, here's Fox. Baltimore with the rebound. King's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they get it to double digits just as we get set for the final quarter here. That 3 could be a killer.
And so it's Baltimore enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Barons.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the chosen one.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Hayward out there with John Collins. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then it's Williams. And it's White in at the 2-guard spot. Tries again, and the layup good by Collins.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
And so it's Baltimore with the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
Big Benz and Rovers. Money got my focus. I still pull up on Locust. Ain't call her back and now she... You know what it was when you got involved. You know what it is. I'm dedicated to my lifestyle. Right now, pipe down. Come through later and bring that... Take a trip to my town. We can eat jerk salmon, now we jamming. Fruity pebble French toast up in the mansion. With some passion, now we got some action. Big ass clashing, no passing. It's 40 on my wrist, it's 56 when you go add it up. To 100,000 in my passengers.
Thumbing through these sun, it's like every day. Nights, no sleep, no time to wait.
It's 2K.
Life gets crazy, but we find a way. Focus on my blessing, got me falling, baby. Find me on any coast. Tell me where you wanna go. Many nights, no sleep, no time to wait. Life gets crazy, but we find a way.
I'm curious how you gotta watch my house of car mysterious. Delirious, I'm so serious. This getting money my profession. Focused on my blessing, it came 10 times extra. Retrospective.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Here we go.
And they're attempting their second win in this series. They found favorable matchups the first time around. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Exactly, and confidence so big in this league, Greg. You know that. You want to keep that upper hand against teams whenever possible. You can see they've got that look in their eyes. I mean, it's time to get busy and go to work.
Here are the starters for Utah. We've got Colin Sexton. Joe Harris out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Jordan Clarkson to the middle. And Gay the bucket on the assist by Harris.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's King. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Defensive foul. Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it. Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Here's Sexton. Clarkson outside. To the inside. It's blocked. And they're running. Here's King. Check by Sexton. They get it again. Williams. Deflected. Harris passes to Sexton. Driving in. Shoots from 12. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Jazz up 1. Don't go away.
Here we go. Please give it up for your Baltimore Barons.
That's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Rudy Gay. Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Damian Jones. To the paint. Jones against Ayton. Jones misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Ayton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hayward, really an unselfish guy, willing to share the rock and get his teammates some opportunity.
Pass to Abaji. And Ayton pulls it down. Hayward outside. Lets it go from the wing. They get the rebound.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Lowry with a steal. Here we go, all alone. Finished off the break. Lowry's got his first points of the night.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack them.
And we finished off one half of play. It's the Barons up 8.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Looking at the Barons. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
Here we go. Please give it up for your
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
They've got Gordon Hayward, John Collins out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Kenrich Williams, and it's King in at the 2. And for the Jazz, they've got Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gay out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Colin Sexton. They retain possession. Harris's shot is good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And for the Barons, John Collins out there with Gordon Hayward. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's King in a shooting guard. Here's Gay. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Here's King. The three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Clarkson. 3 seconds left. The shot no good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Barons leading by 6. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Let's go with a 3. Horton-Tucker can't hit.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 8. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Powell, he's checked in for Looney. Here's Clarkson. Here's Horton Tucker. And a miss there on the triple. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play will really energize and galvanize the team.
Here's Clarkson. Softly drops in the floater.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
That's the kind of play that can really start a run. He knows a little momentum can get them back even. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And it's Clarkson missing. Here's King. 4-3. Here's Powell. So it's Baltimore picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark County.
I'm gonna add one part.
Say,
That money don't come. Don't sweet it, share when they get dark. And everybody dip, you get it out back. And they reappear, voila.
Delete on.
Salty, I do that to them. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy bought them for the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about me. Say I look good, I feel good, got in my face a lot. You know I'm a star, so I'ma really need my space.
Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Jazz.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Oubre out there with Ball, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Cody Martin, and it's Washington in at the foursome. King's shot is off. And here is Ball. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Gobert the pass to Washington. Now Ball. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
King's shot is off. Oubre against Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw, good, Oubre. And both free throws, good for Oubre. Baltimore with the ball. 4-point game. Lowry from outside. Here's Looney. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hornets lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
You've got White. Kevon Looney out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Lowry. And it's Tate in at the 3. And for Charlotte, they've got Cody Martin. Jones is out there with Williams. Then it's Bouknight. And it's Smith in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
James Bouknight.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence. And a big part of this team.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Ayton, he's checked in for Looney. John Collins comes in for Dwight Powell. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tate. And King subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Hayward out there with Collins. Then it's White. Then there's Ayton. And it's King at the 2. There's Ball with the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hayward outside. He kicks it to Ayton. Here's King. The three-pointer no good. Oubre inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just whips on it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets on top, up 2. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. We're watching the NBA. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. In the second quarter, they put in... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Barons. Trailing by 2. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Gobert is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Cody Martin. Then it's Ball. And it's Oubre in at the 2. Back to Ball. Fires the 3. Here's Washington. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Oubre outside. Back to Ball. To the middle. Here's Washington. Can't hit from 12. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's King. Misses the 3. Oubre for 3. Doesn't go that time. King outside from deep three-point range. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Williams is out there with King. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's Looney in at the 5. Home in the paint. Martin wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. ball against King. Here's the three. He can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hall with a wide open look. That one, no good. And Baltimore going the other way now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To take the lead, it's rebounded by Charlotte. And Steve Clifford wants a timeout.
That was amazing. Let's hear it for your Baltimore Barons dancers.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kelly Oubre.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a smasher tonight. He's always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot and tie it in. Take my chances in overtime.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. It's stolen by Gobert. And so it's Baltimore with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and
without a bag, I'll get offended. Talking bad, but act like fans have been my mentions. Okay, let's get it. And he start dissing. Getting to the chicken, my runners all need a ribbon. You know I gotta get it, I'm really different. Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Look how we winning. Oh, you wear your feelings like you mad, well, I'm with it. I'm on my suit and tie, and that mean I'm about my business. Pull up, make a racket with all these diamonds in my tennis.
Tons of time left.
All right, it's the last quarter.
Okay, let's get it. I ain't got no time for janky business critics. BOA with runners never knock me off my pivot. We can't spend no time after he reaches spinning limit. Tripping penny pinch.
If the call about some paper, then I pick up on the first ring. Talk about a bag. No, I'm on the first team. I bust a check. Bentley on my neck. I can't around with no not commanding no respect. Real G, I got some code about me. I hang with that I shouldn't. Cause they the ones that showed me love before I started. With these wins, I'm John Wooden. Built myself a cushion cause I'm tired of all these lames with this capping and this woofing about my business. Suit and tie dripping. Jordan type of alpha, but you always need a pippin'. My brother fit description and my cousins do too. We learned the hard way. Not on YouTube, I'm official as a whistle. Realness in my tissue. Family buttoned up, you can still get your issue. I'm more the type to never let it go than be forgetful. Well, the only thing I wish you, I hope they don't dismiss you.
Okay, let's get it. Look how we winning. Oh, you wear your feelings like you mad, well, I'm with it. I'm on my suit and tie, and that mean I'm about my business. Pull up, make a racket with all these diamonds in my tennis. Okay, let's get it. I ain't got no time for janky business critics. BOA with runners never knock me off my pivot. We can't spend no time after he reaches spinning limit. Tripping penny pinching. I need a big percentage.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hornets on a Sunday afternoon for basketball here on 2K. Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Marshall in at the 4 spot. Here's King. From deep. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Down low. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And this is what we've come to expect from Russell Westbrook. Yes, he can be an explosive scorer, but if his teammate is open, he will put it on time and on target.
Here's King. And it's off from three-point range. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Ayton against George. That one goes in.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
With one on the clock, King gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Barons. They're up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Barons are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
We've got Kyle Lowry, Jae'Sean Tate out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Derek White, and it's Ayton in at the 5.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris, Paul George out there with Eric Gordon, and it's Marshall in at the 4, right wing. Here's Morris, and he banks in the layup.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
He shoots. Another shot, and the bucket is good from Powell in deep.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Gordon outside. Oh, he misses the dunk. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. White's got his first 2 points.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
George outside. No good on the shot.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Barons. They're up by 5.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Here we go, fans. Put your hands together. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Gordon Hayward is out there with John Collins. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's King in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Marshall in at the power forward position. And it's King missing. Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Ayton. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep. And it's King missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
George with it. Shoots over Ayton. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. He got it up. Misses. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Barons up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Kevon Looney is out there with John Collins. Then there's Gordon Hayward. Then it's Kenrich Williams. And it's King in at the shooting guard position. Plumlee passes to Richardson. Now here's Plumlee. Defense right on him. Inside. Money! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Well, you love that Josh Richardson doing some work on the painted area. Go ahead, Josh.
Here's King. Off target with the 3.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's about as huge of a drive as we'll see. There's so much on the line, he couldn't be stopped. And they aren't over the limit yet.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 19 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
To the paint. Here's George. And he sinks it. And that one brings him within 1.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Fades. And he buries it.
DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Seconds left to play in the 4th. For 3, Westbrook. Oh, my! What a shot!
3 points.
Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! Now a timeout called by Baltimore. The score's tied at 15. There's 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 6 seconds left in the game. There's the 3. Misses the tray. And he hits it! Oh, but hang on now. Hold everything. The officials want to review it. And the officials are signaling for a review of the last-second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the balance of this review now.
And after seeing it now in slow-mo, I definitely think he was late with it.
There's the official ruling. He was too late with the shot.
Biggest call of the game pushes this baby into OT. It'll be fun to see if either team has anything left to give.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And so they'll have the first offensive opportunity here as we begin overtime. Russell Westbrook out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Marshall in at the 4 slot. Here's King. No good on the 3.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here are the Barons with the ball. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Yes!
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 2. 27 seconds left in the first overtime period. Collins, he's checked in for Baltimore. Williams comes in for White.
Substitution on the court. Los Angeles calls timeout. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
George against Powell. Pass to Marshall. It's in! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Now a timeout called by Baltimore. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Fast break, here we go. Oh, no good!
An elite player in this league. George understands he needs to come through at the line in clutch moments.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
2 shots.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Baltimore. They're trailing by 2. 11 seconds left in the OT period. Guys, your thoughts?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's King. The 3 won't fall. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought, but when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We'll see the Baltimore Barons and the Denver Nuggets. Now the starting group for Baltimore. Hayward out there with Collins. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Derek White. And it's King at the pivot spot manning the middle. A shot by Lowry, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Inside. Lets the three fly. Collins grabs the miss. Here are the Barons. Here's King. Here's White. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Gordon with no one around. And again, Denver no good. Here's King. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
4.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your defense.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Brown. And it's Bryant in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. White, good.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Murray finds Bryant. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Brown wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside, White. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. White's got 8 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Outside, Porter. Gordon against Olynyk. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Team foul.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray.
Taking 2.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Well, for Baltimore, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline in the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the good shot. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn.
It's that time of the game, Nuggets fans. Here comes your Nuggets dance team. It's that time of the game, Nuggets fans.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. On the floor for Baltimore, John Collins is out there with King. Then there's Derek White. And it's Hayward. And it's Lowry in at the point.
And good recognition from Reggie. Open teammate.
That'll be a 5-second call. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Here is Porter. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Jackson. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for Denver, Reggie Jackson.
And the technical free throw is good.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
Here are the Barons, leading by 5. Here's King. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's King. And it's Denver with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
The shot's good. White's got 10 points.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Launches it. Offensive rebound. It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Jokic.
And Jokic, I think he thought he was with his brothers, wrestling around in there and bullied his way to grab that rebound.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Baltimore on top.
14.
In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Nikola Jokic. Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Murray in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 52 seconds left in the 4th. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Olson. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Bruce Brown. He's checked in for the Nuggets.
Your Nuggets. Bruce Brown.
Murray kicks to Green. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Isaac. Over Green. Isaac misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Offensive rebound. There's Gordon with the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Nuggets ball. Substitution on the court.
"12 seconds left to play in the final quarter."
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Tate. Off on that one. And so it's Baltimore with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyle. Tremendous game. How were you able to be so effective tonight?
What was big for me tonight was just going out here and playing basketball. Coaches put a great game plan together. Tonight was kind of one of those games like, look, we got to get back to having a little bit more fun, a little bit more juice. But, we came out here with a game plan, and we followed the game plan very, very well.
Stuck to the details, and that led to the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew.
Yo, everybody. How you feel out there? I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Turn the lights off now. Peace.
Take it too hard. We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled. Scratched $1 million off my checklist 3 years ago. At 2 zeros to the 1, I'm in a different mode. It's my life, do what I want, I be with different. You know the pick and roll, I picked her up and sent her home. I got rich, I get them in and get them gone. You know Trappy just got out, ain't have to put them on. We the ones who got the numbers to put the city on. It's the middle of the summer, I got a hoodie on. My time ain't nothing nice, I try not to wear nothing tight. I came up off. Yeah, my little brother ain't living right. My sister them doing alright. My cousin them still. Yeah. Break the bank for one of my people. I said I'm the one, they didn't believe me. I show them the facts, now they all need me. I'ma get cake as long as I'm breathing. They making it hard, it really is. Yeah. I'ma turn up on